Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome to another episode of Underground with the Unbounds, a fun and interactive platform about this, that and the third. My name is LJ, the host, alongside the ghost that wrote this intro. On this episode, it is an honor and privilege to be here chatting to a hell of a skilled and talented Mudiragati, who has done quite a lot in the creative industry space, not only in B-Dub, but internationally as well. I know her first name, but it kind of feels disrespectful calling her by that because, she's older than I am. So, Kemotsai. But I'll use a name I'm better acquainted with, which is Timeless Soul. Hi, Timeless. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, LG. I'm good.
Please let Moredi on the interwebs know who Timeless Soul is and what it is exactly that she does.
Timeless Soul is a poet, actually. She speaks the truth of her heart. I usually like doing poetry as Timeless Soul, where I share wisdom for the best of all of life. But okay, I also go as Moratiwa Molema. I'm an artist. First and foremost, I also am a lecturer, but I do lecture art, and the kind of artwork that I do is very varied. But currently I feel myself as a creative director and director for dance, as well as stage productions, film as well. And I'm a painter, sculptor, poet, photographer, graphic designer. Yeah, and I'm always open to learn more.
Alright, so Timeless, you have a Bachelor of Arts degree from Hartford.
That's correct.
As well as a Master of Fine Arts degree in Film and Television from UCT. Was art something you always wanted to pursue?
Yes, I think it was very clear very early on that I was going to be an artist. I mean, I heard stories from my primary school, and apparently already in the primary school, people were saying that I was doing creative stuff, and they never forget it. But as I grew, when I got into Form 5, it was pretty obvious that that was the only place where I was going to expand myself. It came easy and natural to me.
Okay, that's beautiful. So you did a thesis at UCT called Layering Time, the representation of tradition in contemporary multimedia performance.
Yes.
What was your main intention with the thesis?
You know, what happened to me is when I studied in Hartford, Connecticut, I got a little bit caught up. I got caught up with representing Africa or Botswana. But this was because the way Americans or a general populace of America viewed me or viewed Africans, which was very stereotypical. I actually ended up not pursuing a personal style. I ended up pursuing a style where I represent Botswana as well as Africa in an intelligent light, so that I break the stereotype that we are quote unquote backward, and that we live on trees, and that there's animals everywhere. And so I had to represent, and for me to do that was to frame traditional dance or traditional or African art in a way that is competitive to what they consider being, I don't know, intelligent or advanced. So I use technology, modern technology, but with Tswana themes and African themes, and merge them together so that they really look like fresh, reviving them, but taking from heritage.
Right. Okay. Alright, so can you tell us a bit about your production company, Moratiwa Productions?
Yes, Moratiwa Productions is basically a business account where we can get paid. But my crew right now is New Moon. We are musicians, dancers, costume designers, staging, people who are doing AV, props design, and we do multimedia dance theater. But you can also hire Moratiwa for directing services or artistic directing services. I also take pictures, I also can film, sometimes I curate fine art. That I do as well. I had a beautiful exhibition in South Africa, and I was very honored to have been selected to do the memorial exhibition for Hugh Masekela.
Wow.
I designed basically the stand in which his horns rest, his passports, his backstage passes, his album covers. So I designed all those, and then we had a traveling exhibition that showcased that. Joy of Jazz in Santon, also at his memorial, and as well in Soweto Theatre at the Hugh Masekela Heritage Festival.
Wow, that's lovely. Alright, so can you tell us how this ties into the Afrofuturistic 360-degree film, The Cosmic Egg? By the way, this film is featured on the South African National Arts Festival website, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the first time, I have a friend. We formed a collaborative, call ourselves Afro Cyborg. She's an intellectual, and she's interested in virtual reality. I'm also interested in new media. Anything new media, I'm interested. So she produced me basically because it's for her PhD research, and I had a story, a dance story that I had performed before, and then we turned it into a virtual reality film. And the first time we showcased it was at the Virtual National Arts Festival in South Africa. And yeah, it was the first time, but just this weekend actually I had a showcasing also for Botswana, in Botswana, of the film with New Moon.
Okay, so what would you say is the reception like in terms of internationally compared to in Botswana?
I'll be very honest with you. I like how I'm received in South Africa, and I almost feel like I get more respect from there. I mean, they went ahead and paid me, for example, for the film. Botswana, I just keep moving. I mean, the people who come and watch my shows, they're the lucky few who get to see my work. But I can't say I've cracked it just yet. I don't think a lot of people know about the kind of artwork that I do, or have seen it, or even that I exist. It's a bit slow in Botswana. It's frustrating. I'm at a point where I just want to get out.
Because I saw a link posted by Lone Wolf. She's one of your students.
Yes, she is.
She posted a link to the Cosmic Egg earlier this year, and I actually checked it out. It was a beautiful thing. I haven't seen something like that from Botswana, if there is even something like that.
I think I made the first 360 cinema film. I mean cinema, which is a narrative, because there is someone here who's also doing amazing work with the technology. But this one, anywhere in the world, it's unique.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes in the style of a folk tale, but and it has dance, but I call it a traditional dance sci-fi, actually, because yeah, people loved it. People really enjoyed it. I even got very good critiques, like from City Press in South Africa. Most of the people who wrote about the experience, the Cosmic Egg, they really were impressed and loved it.
Because I did come across the article, the Cosmic Egg article on News 24, on the News 24 website.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I was surprised because I was looking to find that type of information back home.
Yes.
You know, and I found it.
Yeah, no, it's because we premiered in South Africa, and of course, Shmira Pashie, she's from South Africa. We do, and there's more happening in South Africa. So my eyes are on South Africa. I'm tired. Botswana is too slow, very slow. But maybe also I'm not doing the right marketing and I'm not knocking at the right doors. But I don't really like begging, you know.
Yeah. All right. So, what advice do you have for any youngin out there, especially in Botswana, who wants to pursue art but isn't sure where to go or how to start?
Yes. My advice is, first and foremost, record your work. Keep an archive of your work. Whatever you make, whether it's small, whether it's big, whether it's a painting, take a picture of it. Whether it's a production, film it for yourself so that you have an archive of the work, because you are going to have to one day tell someone, I'm an artist, this is the type of work I have done. Also, one day you're going to be famous, and then we need material to make a documentary about you. So we need to see your work. That's most important, because most people are not recording their artworks. Second one is be independent. Do not depend on anyone. Don't depend on, don't start making artwork only because you got sponsorship from somebody. You have to keep moving no matter what. Be independent, rather find your own money, rather fund yourself and own your own work. The other thing is, what I see a lot with Botswana audiences as well as Botswana artists is we tend to be quite literal in our expressions. So when you're literal, that's when the audience is like, ah. So the moment you go abstract, that is when people lose you, or they think, alright, even my child can do this. You know. So for me, I want to push Botswana artists to challenge the status quo as opposed to fit in. You know, get out the box and yeah, don't try to fit in. You know, be yourself. Be true to your expression and your style. Yeah, I think that's the most important ones. And never give up.
Okay. I feel like you're talking to me right now. That hits home, to be honest. That hits home. Alright, so you mentioned that you're a poet.
Yes, I am.
I met you as a poet, and what I'd like for you to do, if you don't mind, is just a small piece.
Do a piece.
Okay. There are a couple of pieces that I've heard you reciting. They're all beautiful. There's one where you were in the States, or you went there and you experienced some sort
sexual harassment.
Emma. I think that's one of my favorites.
Really? Okay, I can do a piece.
And the one also about nature.
Yes, the nature of nature.
The nature of nature. That was a lovely one. So you can choose between the two.
Okay. I'm going to talk about a little trend that tends to bend perception. So I'm going to give you a lending hand and help you understand that some men's sense of enjoyment is nothing but annoying sexual harassment. Males will wink, try and buy you a drink, smile, disguise their true intentions with a decent smile, when it is really your private parts that they really want to hire. It's all very light and funny when guys try to get some, a perverted mind pretending to be the good son. I wonder, will there ever be a day where greedy eyes won't see someone's daughter in some way as some kind of sweet, a lollipussy pop that is easy to get, like a porno magazine in the corner shop. Capitalism hides the fact that the commercialization of a female body has an undesired side effect, past aesthetics and appreciation of form to sheer waste and disrespect. The poor men with divine intent, I think, they are so seriously outnumbered by this common trend because they get brushed aside by every form of hope and trust that resides in me. So I consciously tried it out. I dressed sexy, decent, plain, and vain, but the response is always the same. Comments are always based on visions of sex. It's not enjoyment. It's called harassment. it goes on, but I'll just do the first half of it.
Okay, no, thank you so much for that. Can you leave your socials for anyone who may want to connect with you?
Absolutely. You can find us on New Moon BW. You can see examples of our work. I update the webpage and also the older shows that we've done. You can see some of the stuff there, and also contact us in case you want to see when we have new shows or if you want to hire us.
That's newmoon.b.
No, New Moon
Yeah.
BW.
New Moon, it's a website.
No, it's Facebook.
Oh, it's Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to come chat with you, Timeless Soul. Indeed, you are.
Thank you
Timeless
so
Soul.
much.
Much appreciated. More love to you. More blessings. So, any plans going forward?
Yes, absolutely. I'm looking to make another virtual reality dance film. I'm also looking to make a dance film. I'm also working on a big stage production, The Sand Princess, actually, which I'm co-writing with Lone Wolf. I'm also looking to do, I think I want to go back to doing more fine art just to satisfy my soul. But yeah, I'm pushing New Moon right now.
Okay.
More performances and more films.
Alright. With that being said, blessings to our viewers for joining us in the space. Subscribe and follow to support the Unbound Traveler movement. Stalk us on Instagram and Facebook at 267 Unbound Traveler. Yeah, it's a wrap.
If your neighbor does more with the same 24, gotta ask yourself, what is your power? Or you living for the struggle or honor? Should've make a nigga summon forefathers. I'm just thankful that my mother